Welcome back guys, Slybacon here and welcome to episode number 1 of our Vampire Counts Let's Play. So we will jump right in here. We are going to be playing as Manfred, of course. Now I'm going to be playing on normal again. So what's Manfred's bonuses? Let's have a look at that before we actually jump in. So campaign movement range of plus 5% for all characters, and an upkeep of minus 10% for Graveguard and Black Knight units, which are incredibly strong. So that's awesome. Which will be the main bulk of our army anyway. It probably would have been regardless of whether we had Manfred or not. So to have those bonuses for him is particularly good. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you watch the intro bit, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave. The old world, the rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of law to those with such power. Vampire Counts of the Carstein bloodline. My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
Right, I'm assuming we don't actually have to do the tutorial battle because I didn't click it, so that should be fine. Oh, nice load time on there, thank you very much.
Castle Dragonhof is back in your hands, my unliving sire. Yet you have many enemies, both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Templehof brood control the lands to the north as far as the River Ster. Conflict with them is inevitable, but your will is indomitable. Take their lands, burn their crypts, and deploy their own dead against them. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out in time. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Glory shall be yours, if you are ambitious enough to seize it.
We will certainly try. So defeat an army belonging to the faction in battle Templehof, which is obviously those guys over there. So total dark magic is 1,000. So Vampire Counts get dark magic instead of gold. Otherwise it acts exactly the same way. We're going to have a look at the conditions for victory first and foremost. So our first one is to control 12 provinces. 12 provinces? Jesus, it's a lot. Destroy the following factions, being the Empire, and ensure no Chaos Warriors exist outside the Chaos Waste. That's going to be a hard one. And making sure Archon, the Ever Chosen, is injured. You can't kill him because he's a legendary lord, but make sure he's injured anyway. It seems a bit easier than the Greenskin one, to be completely fair. Long one looks a bit harder, but it's okay. Cool. Okay, so that's our missions. We have the ability to research straight away. We didn't have that with the Greenskin, so this is new for me. Okay, and there's 4 different lines. So let's have a look at what they do. Right, so this is skeleton warriors and spear units. This is... skeleton... yeah. And spear units and zombies. Graveguard of Black Knights. So we probably want to go down this way because we're getting... we have the cheaper units with Van Carstein as our leader. Van Carstein? Something like that. Yeah, so that's weapon strength for Crypt Horrors. And Cane Race. And Hex Race. Oh, this one's for Fellbats and Direwolves and Vargas. This is your monster one. Okay. And this is, by the looks of it, this is a campaign. So if you want to get campaign buffs, you would go down this way here. Oh, Black Coach. And for hero units. Okay. So probably a combination of this and this would be ideal. Since we are going to make the bulk of our army either Graveguard or Black Knights anyway, because of... for God's sake, I need to come back out to have a look at his name. Manfred von Carstein, because of him. And this being my first playthrough, the bulk of our army is going to be this. Okay, so this is going to be our first path we're going to go down. Oh, I do want to go down here first. Income and growth. It'd be nice to get these two. Just get our growth. I think that's what we're going to do actually. We'll get that. Get that one and that one. And that's going to get our growth going, right? Real fast. And then we'll go back over here. So something there that I don't know if you guys have had a look at this or not, but you can actually, rather than just like say normally we'd just click on this one and that's the one we'd learn, and then in 3 turns we have to come back and click on another one, you just click on the one that you want and it'll go down the path that it needs to get to it. So if I wanted that Puppet Master, for instance, that's the fastest path that's going to go down to get to it, right? So obviously be careful, make sure you don't click the wrong one, but that's 2 is what we want. So we've got income, beautiful, and growth. Nice. So that's us set up for 19 turns. Right, let's have a look at our starting army. So we've got Manfred himself, which is of course a legendary lord. He is a caster, but also a melee expert. Are you overpowered much? And next we have a group of Crypt Ghouls, which are 27 poison attack. That's pretty high. Melee defense of 22. That's pretty low. Speed 38. That seems fast. Skeleton Warriors, which is just like your meat. Melee attack of 18, yeah, that's low. Melee defense of 20. A lot better than zombies, though. Zombies are literally just meat that you throw at the enemy to distract them. So, with a 5 attack and 5 defense, ridiculous. And our Vargulf, which is our first monster unit. He has a melee attack of 46, melee defense of 36, weapon strength of 230, and a charge bonus of 50. Awesome, very fast, and also he regenerates his health in combat, so that's a very big plus for him. And another meat shieldy type of unit is the Fellbats, with no armor, melee attack of 24, melee defense of 48, and I think speed of 120 because they're a flying unit, they're very, very fast. Nice, so that's our starting unit. Castle Drakenhof. So just seeing if we've got any other settlements, which we don't, that's the only one we've got. So let's have a look at the building browser. So this here is where we want to go down. Now you'll see there, as soon as I've moused over the Graveguard, we have another arrow that comes up over here. So that is, even though we need this to build the Graveguard and the Skeleton Spears, we only actually get Skeleton Spears if we build this, if we just build this, right? If we want Graveguard, we need to build this, and we also need to build this. So what's better to go for first, this or this? I don't know. Bit of a one or the other, I guess, really. But this is a path we want to go down because this is, like I say, going to be the meat of our army. The Graveguard with great weapons, and Black Knights. I'm not going to say that's all we're going to have, but that's definitely going to be the meat of it. And this here, I would believe, just having a look at the different ones, or maybe that. One of these is going to be unique to here. Income generator seems very high to that. We need to kind of capture another part to find out. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you. It doesn't tell you either which one's the actual unique building chain. Just is a bit of a shame. I'm guessing it's this. Bonfires. No, that doesn't sound right, does it? I'm going to say it's the gold mine. $500 a turn. That seems awfully high, considering this one is 100. I'm going to say it's that, which is going to be the first thing we build. Right, so we've got this. Do we upgrade and get some spears? I don't kind of see the point in getting it, but how much is our growth going to be? So it's going to take us 15 turns to get up to level 2, which we need level 2 because we need to build this, okay? So we need to upgrade. So anything above this line we can't build unless we've got this. So once we build this structure, we can unlock all this stuff up here. Same with up here. Once we've built this line, we'll move up to here. And then we can't build anything above that line until we build that, so on and so forth, okay? And only stuff in your main settlement, so this one here that we're in, can go above level 3. So that's that one there. Main settlement in each region, so each region has their own main settlement. So in this region, we've got these 3 settlements. Castle Drakenhof is, of course, our main settlement within this region, okay? Cool, all making sense. Beautiful. And we need this, so this is the unique thing. So we're definitely building this. It's more like what do we want to spend the other things on. So this doesn't necessarily have to be here. It can be here or here, because these could also be a level 3 building. See, because it's all level 3. So you kind of want to look. I don't know, it gets a bit, I don't want to say complicated, because it's not complicated once you know what you're doing, but we only have so many building slots, right? And in the capital you've got 5. So there's 5 building slots in your capital. So if you want everything, which I don't think it's, well, I mean, it is possible. So this is 1, remember everything above level 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 different building chains that we can build here. But we are also building this thing, which is a unique building that we get in this region. So that kind of knocks us off on which thing don't we want here, right? I mean, we can build it in another region. There's no reason why we can't. Just looking, what would we want? Like this, I don't. Vampiric corruption, yeah. I mean, we want this one here, right? Because that's will allow us to recruit higher level units. Probably this one because it's vampire. Necromancer would be kind of cool too. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll worry about that later, I think. We'll upgrade the cemetery. Cool. Right, so looking at the boss man himself, we have a unique thing with the undead, is you can raise the undead. So you can click on these and raise. It's the cost. You get them instantly. There's no build time or anything like that. We just get them. Right, beautiful. We're not going to do it yet, but you can do. That is only available in a region where there has been a battle. So if there's no battle, there's no corpses for us to raise, so we can't do that, right? We do have the option to recruit normally. These, I think they cost exactly the same. Yes, they do. These, again, cost exactly the same, except they're going to take 1 turn for us to get them. Right, all making sense, boys? Right, we might go have a fight. We might go and have a fight. So, got to remember, all this is new to me too, so this is my second playthrough. Obviously the first time with the Vampire Counts, but... Right, we're going to go attack that, because we've got a quest to do that. And we've got about 50-50. We will fight that on the battlefield. Vampire Counts very much, from what I've seen anyway, very much caster-based, with basically a monster support. So very heavy magic users, which is kind of the opposite of the greenskins, which obviously we've just come from. Greenskins being very melee based, I guess, or just like old schooly army based with a little bit of magic thrown in there. Not a hell of a lot of magic. Well, they weren't when I played them anyway. Not with Grimgore. Maybe with Azak it'd be slightly different. But we will see in the future, I guess. Right, so gambling for magic. If we want to gamble to get more magic, we can. We only each have one spell, so it's probably kind of pointless, but we will do it. And that is basically anything under 15. There's a 50-50 chance on your gamble that you're going to increase or decrease, right? So anything under 15, there's a higher chance you're going to get more than you're going to lose because it's out of 30. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Actually, our power-up's pretty good. The bar on the side here is your recharge rate. The higher that is, the faster your recharges. You're getting 1 power every 6 seconds. We're not going to gamble on that. Not with that higher power rate, I don't think. If we had more spells to start with, I would gamble to try and get a higher pool of magic at the start. But because we've only got the 1 spell, I don't think it's really matters at the moment. Right. So we will start deployment. There's not a lot we can do with the vampires, unfortunately. Make a wall. And attack. Now I have played the first hour or so of vampires before. So basically the only thing of real note is that zombies are hella slow. Which you would kind of expect anyway. But they're faster than they were in Call to Warhammer, I will say that. But they're still not fast. Not fast at all. So if we can get a flank... Where's their bats? Do they have bats? No. They do have war beasts, though. And this is also the first... Unlike the greenskins, we actually have flying units, right? We don't kind of get flying units as the greenskins. You get the odd person on a mount, but I wasn't actually unable to unlock any of that. But apart from that, you don't really have a lot. So what is his spell? Let's have a look at that, old Manfred. So it's a buff from self, increases power recharge rate, and increases power reserves. Oh no, we do have a spell. Cool, what have we got? Spirit Leech causes damage to combatants, strong versus single opponents, so it's a direct damage spell. Or we can have Invocation of Neck, which reduces resurrects dead combatants and replenishes HP of combatants. So that's like a heal and a buff and a res, I guess, for my own troops, which is very good. So if we pop this will increase. You see that? So that jumped up. So that gives us more recharge, which we're actually just about at full anyway. So yes, gambling probably wasn't even something we needed to particularly worry about. So basically what we'll do is chuck a unit in there. We will chuck this on that unit, and hopefully it's going to last quite a bit longer. So we don't really have any battle tactics that I can talk about. Throw the zombies in and see what happens, pretty much. The terrorized could probably kill most of this by himself. The less units we have to worry about, the better. I'm kind of thinking I only want Manfred, zombies and the terrorized and leave these 3 out. We don't have to worry about replacing them or anything. I think that's probably a good idea. Oh, and the bats. Bring the bats in too. I'll bring them closer. They can go up here. A bit closer. And I will put Manfred in there too, I think, because he's not going to take a heck of a lot of damage. He is a melee expert. Although he is a caster, he is also a melee expert, so don't leave him out. Especially not against things like zombies, where you can just totally destroy... look how slow these zombies are. Like, how much of a lead did we give them, and our terrorize is already there. Right, I'm going to bring my bats in too, against their beasts, because I don't want them flanking me with those. So if we can tie them up. Now he regenerates his own HP, so whether it's worth putting it on him, I don't know. We're going to see how much damage he's going to take. Which doesn't look like a heck of a lot. In that case I'm going to stick it on the bats, because they will take quite a bit of damage. Right, so I'm going to break off one group of zombies and another group of zombies this way. Did you break off or not? Right, so as you see, our bat's HP is dropping. Manfred is in battle, but we've got a group of zombies coming in. Oh, and he's got a a general was actually attacking him, but that's fine. We should be fine. So we've got 7-second cooldown on our buff. Terrorized is not taking any damage at all. Manfred's fine. Bats are taking a bit of damage. I really want to put this buff back on them. Yep, so that should keep them health. Oh, Manfred's taking a bit of damage now. I'll pull them out a bit. So I can probably cast. Yes, I can. Where's the enemy general? Would be ideal right there. So that's a direct damage spell we're going to cast on him. And now Manfred actually needs to get out, or else he is going to die. Oh my god. And embarrassing like me. He's fine. He's out. Terrorized is kicking butt. Still taking no damage. Our bats are now alive. Get over here. Right, so we're going to cast another direct damage spell with him if we can. No, we can't. 1 second. Now we can. Did he cast that? No. Oh, don't cast it when the bats are there. There you go. Cast it right on him. And I'm going to cast this HP one on the bats as well. I'll try and buff them up a wee bit. And now I've got all of our zombies and stuff incoming. Our skeletons and our crypt ghouls incoming, so that's fine. You took quite a bit more damage than I was expecting, old Manfred. Right, these guys are breaking. Where are they? They're right there. Can I buff them? It'd be a perfect time to throw the healing spell on them, but I've used it up, unfortunately. But their general is about to die, so it's okay. It is okay. Don't need to worry. I'll bring Manfred over here. He can get involved with that. The thing with his vampires is as soon as their lord dies, their units crumble really fast, so you've got to keep an eye on that. Where was that unit that's crumbling? There. Don't know if that's going to be enough to hold them or not. Seems to be. Don't seem to be dropping anymore, so that's good. Right, and their lord's dead. And end of battle. Beautiful. Lost a few, but not a heck of a lot. Most of them were zombies. Manfred took a bit of a pounding, but he'll come back, so don't need to worry about that too much. And do we want leadership, or do we want money? Okay, so this is different. So, can take money, but we also reduce our casualty replenishment rate if we do that one. So we'll probably never do that one, unless we're doing it with a garrison. We can do +4 leadership, which is good for vampire counts, or we can do unit replenishment, which is the one we are actually going to do. Cool, so that got us 1,000, and Manfred leveled up.
Eschen is vulnerable to attack, Dark Lord. Seize it from the enemy to open a new front to the north.
Right, so that's where we're heading. But we'll probably be in turn. And Manfred leveled, like I said, so we'll jump in here and have a look, see what he's got. He's got a shrieking blade, which causes terror. No armor yet. No mount yet. That's another thing. He gets a mount, doesn't he? He gets a fly mount. He gets lots of mounts. A zombie dragon. Oh, that's so cool. Right, shit. Which way are we going to go with him? He's already got +5 movement, campaign movement, but another 5 would be probably quite good. Another 10, sorry. Yeah, I think because then it'll allow us to track down people better. I think that's a good idea. Right, so I'm going to move up to here. So I'm still in my own territory. I'm going to race some dead. So they're costing us $1,000, which is the money we just got. Yep. And that's probably us for turn number 1, I think. We could raise some more. Do we need to? Let's just have a quick look at their garrison. No, they got 4 units. 2 units of zombies, 2 units of skeleton. We've probably got more than enough from what we've actually got here, so that is going to be the end of turn number 1. Right, so can we get over there? They've put an army in there now, so that's a wee bit different. Makes it a wee bit harder, but not a heck of a lot. And we can attack this turn, yes we can. So we can't build any siege equipment, probably because the city doesn't have any walls. So we will jump in and fight the battle. Now if I remember from when I played it before, you can like cast the healing spell on any unit at any time. So if a unit starts the battle on low HP, just chuck the heal on it straight away and it'll buff it right up. I don't know if I can cast it on himself, which we're going to find out in a second because it's sicker than what I'm trying to do. Now we're not going to gamble because we're at 23 and we've got decent power reserves. So we'll just go start deployment. Basically the same as what we did last time. Zombies first. If you guys have watched my Vampire Counts and Call of Warhammer, you'll know exactly what tactic I'm going to use, because I'm going to do the exact same tactic. Pretty much the whole game. With obviously monsters and flying units and stuff thrown in there. For a bit of good measure. Got a lovely tower here. Let's take a minute to have a look at this map, should we? Something we didn't really do in the last Let's Play. We can't really see that far over that way, unfortunately. No, I can't scroll out any further than that. Which is a bit of a shame. Can I look up a bit? Yes, we go. Like, I don't think the maps get enough praise for just how goddamn gorgeous they are. They're actually so cool. Ah, it's good, man. This game's so good. Right, get my camera back to where I was, that way there. Right, so what we're going to do is start the battle. I'm going to try and buff Manfred himself. So this is the HP one. Yes, he can cast it on himself. So as you can see, his HP is rising. Oh, sorry, we need to get these zombies going. Cool, right. So even though he's taking a wee bit of damage, chuck that on and it'll be sweet. How long does it last? It lasts for 24 seconds. It's a long buff too. I'm almost going to get him back to full. Right, so bring these guys forward. And you too. And what do we got here? So these guys are a bit faster, right? They've got bats, I've got bats. So those two are probably going to be out fighting each other. We'll bring our bats over this side. And our crypt ghouls over here too. What did he get? So he's back up to about 75%, I guess. We'll pop the power reserve. So that's going to bump this up. I don't know if it stays there, if it drops. Seems to drop. We're almost up at full anyway. Right, zombies are away. Actually going to lock that. Sorry, lock that. And away she goes. Terrorgeist is going to come up. What have we got on this side for the Terrorgeist to eat? Just some zombies and zombies. Okay, we should be fine there then. Right, so basically my... Oh, did I lock it in that formation? That's a shit formation. What did I do that for? It's not even a line, is it? That'll do. That's a better formation anyway. So basically what my tactic with Vampire Counts is, or was, I should say, in Call of Warhammer, was send the zombies in, let them engage, send my second line of skeleton warriors mostly in, and then kind of hit from the sides with cav or whatever. I know it's not like a miracle strategy or anything, but worked for me. I can't remember if we won that. No, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't win that campaign anyway. But, right, so he's sent some bats in with a buff on them, so I'm going to counter that with buffing my own units. Oh, that's the wrong spell. That's the one we want. Right, where are my bats? There. So if I can get my bats in on his bats. Right, I'm going to bring the Terrorgeist in. Zombies are in. Watch those dogs. They're a bit of a worry. Manfred. Direct damage. Nothing really I want to direct damage there, but I'm going to pop his power thing. Right, so Terrorgeist is good. These guys are going to fight the dogs. I'm going to pop this onto them. Right, now I'm going to get Manfred involved. To pick a spot. Because I'm going to buffs or anything from yet. Right, we're going to send in... These zombies aren't even fighting. If I get them around the side. Got to watch out for these bats, that's all. Right, send in these zombies into that and those into there. Then we have 2 units left. Right, here come the bats. Onto Manfred, that's okay, he can handle that. We'll drop a buff on him. Now he can definitely handle it. Look how fast those fucking bats are dropping, man. Right, so we've still got a group of skeletons remaining. Not be fast enough to do any flanking maneuvers or anything, are they? So we'll just chuck them in... Ah, where are they? Sorry, I was clicking the wrong one. Chuck them in there. I want to get a heal... Oh, I want to get a heal over there too, if I can. I want to get a heal on those bats. I don't know if I can. Let's get just close up here, Manfred. Oh, did we kill all their bats? Oh, nearly. They've broken. Right, we're going to drop this on... Actually, this zombie unit, I think. All we're trying to do is negate as much as we can our losses in the early game, so we don't have to spend so much money. Terrorgeist is fine, he's kicking ass. Right, bringing in Manfred and the rest of our zombies. Our bats are just hovering there, they're not actually fighting, which is fine, I didn't particularly want them to. The zombies are cheap, but again I would like to negate as much of them as I can, but I don't want to use them first. I'd rather throw them on like the crypt horrors and stuff, because they're more expensive and more valuable than what these guys are. Actually, those dogs are going to go down pretty fast now. Is this actually a damaging buff too? No, it's not. No, just a heal. It's like 1 dog left. 2. Cool. Right, so Manfred's in there doing his thing. Terrorgeist is doing its thing. That unit's almost dead. That's a zombie unit. We're not too worried about that. Unfortunately, we don't particularly want the Terrorgeist to be tied up with, against zombies, but there's not really much else to target. Could target their Lord, who seems to be tied up with my own zombies. That's okay. Right. I'm going to drop this on the bats. See if we can gain some of them bats back. Say that 100 times fast. Right, these guys are now finished. So I'm going to bring them around the side, and then I'm going to charge them to up here. This group of zombies has been wiped out. Why are they bloody routing? Still got 81 left. Right, so we regained about 5 bats so far. That's alright. Right, who can I drop this on? You. I can bring him in here and get a charge bonus for attacking the back. The Lord's almost down too. And I think we've gained like 4 or 5 of those, so that's good. Pop your power thing. Don't know if that's actually going to gain much. 1 every 9 seconds. Probably should have put the Terrorgeist in on him, but that's okay. Pop this and put it onto this group of zombies, I guess. Right, their Lord's dead, so that means the rest of them will crumble. They crumbled instantly. Nice. Oh, there's 1 left. How does 1 survive? Awesome. So that's a town for us. Lost 400, but Vampire Counts is a bit misleading with numbers, because most of those are zombies, as you can clearly see. And we will occupy that, because of course the first thing we want to do is get a province for ourselves.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquest,
Nice.
mighty lord. Your realm
Right, so we got $1,000 bucks,
more distant lands
and Manfred also leveled.
the Empire and other
No. No items yet, though. Right, so now we need to look at where... Can you just shut up for a second? We need to look at where or what we want to be doing. Raised Dead looks so cool, but I don't know about the effectiveness of it. Because this here is like real... magic. That makes sense. This is buffs and debuffs for your troops. And a strong vortex spell. Where that's magic missiles, that's a buff. That's a buff. And then obviously Raised Dead. I think I kind of want to go down Spirit Leech. And then get like... maybe not, because this... which one is it? That's kind of the only one I want at the moment. So this is his melee line. If we wanted to go down there. I don't particularly want to go down that. I don't particularly want to go down that line. It's either what, this one or this one. I think maybe Invocation of Neck may be the better line to go down. At least for the start, I guess.
Reports are coming in of a living expeditionary force close to your territory, my lord. Such a threat.
Right, so that's quest battle.
Show them that you are master of these lands.
So that's awesome. Oh, we got a weapon. A giant blade. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it's a rare. Weapon strength plus 10. Versus a cause terror shrieking blade. Is that all it does? Yeah. Well, plus 10 weapon strength is pretty good. 10%. Nice. So now we have a second building. Or second town, I should say. So as you can see, this is already here, right? So do we need it there? Probably not. Particularly need the same building in the same place. But where does that go to? See, this goes up to level... Only goes up to level 3. So I think we stop it there. I do. And that's what we're going to do. I think we destroy it. Demolish. Because we already have it here, okay? And then we'll replace it with something else, of course. Something else that we can push up to high level. Now we could upgrade this. If we click on it. Which would bring us... Is it going to cost us 1 point? I think if it does, we're not going to do it. If it doesn't, we're not. Yeah, so that's not going to happen. Take that off. Because the first thing we want to do is get to rank 2. Get this up to rank 2 so we can build that thing for the Graveguard. Which we will be able to unlock because we're going to build this. Which is... Oh, that's also rank 2. In that case, do we keep that there and knock this one over? Does it matter? No, it's just going to delay. It's just going to delay it a bit, isn't it? If we do it the other way. So, because we want as many +3 buildings in this place as we can get, plus this. Because we've got the 5 slots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only going to be 4 slots, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's definitely going to have to be one of them. And that's going to have to be one of them. So we're already taking 2 slots already. So I don't think this being in that settlement is a good idea. I think it's best to be in a different settlement. Yeah. And then... So maybe it is worth upgrading this first. I don't know, it has to go to there, right? Yeah. I think that's a better way of doing it. Hopefully you guys agree. Right, so they're all regenning, so we're not particularly worried about that at this stage. We can raise. Get some spearmen. I don't know how... Oh, we can actually see on the quest. There's a few forces there. Right Guard are a bit of an issue. We would want the Spearmen for the Right Guard. We really want to combine these zombies, don't we? So we'll merge those. Grab a couple more. And the spears, $600. Yeah, we got plenty of money. Awesome. I mean, we are in turn as well, so we could do that. No, let's not do that. I was going to say we could build, but there's no point. Alright. Well, guys, we're going to stop episode 1 there. We are 40 minutes, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to like, comment, and all that other type of good stuff.